I'm delighted to be in Dominica today. This is particularly so as I feel part of a rebuilding process that illustrates the resilience of the great spirit of Dominica, a spirit that is firmly based on our shared Christian ethic of helping each other to be the best we can as one CARICOM family. Before I make my remarks at this commissioning ceremony, please allow me to present the regrets of our CEO, Mr. Reginald Suma, who unavoidably could not be here in person as he had wanted to. I would like also for us to pause for a second to remember all those who suffered loss in the tragedy of Tropical Storm Erica, and to give thanks to our Creator for sparing and granting us the opportunity to do good for each other today. Thank you. The board and staff of the CARICOM Development Fund, or the CDF in general, is pleased with the progress so far of the restoration efforts at the Douglas Charles Airport. We are aware that it is not complete and that it's a hard track to follow. But nevertheless, we should always register gratitude for that which we have accomplished. The board is also grateful to the Commonwealth of Dominica to have invited the CDF to be part of the noble effort of reconstruction. I recall coming to Dominica during the initial aftermath and having then a less than satisfactory visitor experience at this very airport. The physical appearance, the many signs asking visitors to be patient, the experience of having my luggage placed on a shop scale, as well as the retrograde experience at security, all left me with a less than uplifting feeling. Hopefully we may never have to return to that scenario in the foreseeable future. As the institution established by our heads of government of CARICOM to address the disadvantaged circumstances member states experience from measures taken to implement the CSME and/or adverse economic and weather-related shocks, CDF was compelled to respond to the request from DASPO and the government of Dominica for assistance in October 2015. The CDF had previously approved a sum of $1.5 million for the airport as part of 7.14 million. I'm sorry, I'm going to mix up my currencies here, but I'll give you the right number later on. Part of 7.14 million US dollars country assistance program for Dominica. The board had two extraordinary virtual meetings to respond to the situation in Dominica. Immediately on September 10th, and then again on December 10th, 2015. The December 10th, 2015 virtual meeting approved the reallocation of 1.63 million EC dollars, previously approved for ancillary equipment for the airport and capacity development for the aid bank, to this project, to the border security equipment that we are commissioning today. We had already made our full commitment up to Dominica for the subscription cycle, and therefore we could only reallocate. We couldn't get fresh funds to add. Now, we're here at this point to witness the formal commissioning of the equipment, which from all reports is state-of-the-art and running quite well. This project is one further testimony of CARICOM at work, making a difference and positively impacting on the lives of its citizens. The equipment was sourced through a CARICOM company, CSM Technologies, for the Dominican people, and was financed by contributions of the member states of CARICOM. I would like to offer my thanks and compliments to all those who were responsible and played a part in getting the equipment here, installing, and operating it at the levels of efficiency recorded thus far. I feel confident for the future care and security of the equipment, because yes, I was part of the discussion on the maintenance issue. I remember when I asked about that, the head of DASPO said, yes, we have that in place, so we need not worry. Master Ceremony, I hope you will permit me a small digression to say a little about what the CDF is. It is funded mainly by the contributions of member states of CARICOM, as well as subscriptions from external development partners, Turkey, Australia, China, Luxembourg, and Finland. During the first cycle of our operations, which ended in 2016, we were able to mobilize about 286 million EC dollars, of which 278 million was contributed collectively by CARICOM. Contributions are based on a formula that was agreed by member states, and decisions on its use are made by a board, the membership of which comprises only of CARICOM nationals. So there's nobody there to tell us. That's why we can respond, I think, a little quicker than other institutions. Board directors are nominated to represent a group of countries in CARICOM and not their country of origin. So, no insularity. Of the 286 million EC dollars, which was mobilized during the last cycle, the board approved and committed 137 million EC dollars. 105 million was disbursed to projects located in the OECS, Belize, and Guyana. And the projects range from supporting small and medium-sized enterprises through concessional financing that are on lent by development banks at about 8.5% interest. All the way up to supporting infrastructural works. And I should mention that the aid bank is a recipient of 10.8 million EC dollars for lending to small and medium-sized enterprises. CDF has also supported infrastructural projects in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Belize, and Guyana, where it has financed the earth-moving equipment, the stone crushing plant, the base laying plant, runway, and obstruction lights, as well as an estimated 300 kilowatt-hour solar power plant for the Argyle International Airport. In Belize, the CDF has partnered with the CDB to replace the hull of a bridge, key connector in the main thoroughfare, the Northern Highway. And in Guyana, we financed the grid of 30 kilometers of all-weather and dry-weather farm-to-access roads. In Dominica, the CDF had approved 20.5 million EC dollars to address several pre-existing constraints to production and exports. Concessional financing was provided, as I said, to Aid Bank, DASPO, NCTE, that's the National Center of Testing Excellence, and Dexia. So you can see they're all in the area of exports and the development of trade. Within the parameters of its mandate and resources, CDF will always be ready to support the Commonwealth of Dominica so it can take its rightful place as an equal partner in the single market and economy. CDF congratulates the resilience of the people of Commonwealth of Dominica. Thank you very much.